Your dad told you to keep that unexpected cash windfall in savings for emergency. And unknowingly, you lost $11,237.76 without spending a dime. He gave you the same advice his dad gave him. Cash is king. Always keep money in the bank for emergencies. So you saved $90,000. Felt responsible, felt secure, followed the rules. But here's what your dad didn't account for. In his generation, a dollar in 1980 was still worth 95 cents in 1985. Inflation was brutal back then, but savings accounts paid 10 to 15% interest to keep up. Today, savings accounts pay 0.0% and inflation runs at about 4%. That $90,000 you saved, after 3 years of 4% inflation, you would likely need $101,237.76 to have the same spending power you had 3 years ago when you saved the initial windfall. You didn't spend it, you just held it, and it evaporated. And your dad's advice was well-intentioned, and it worked when banks paid you to save. But now, holding cash is like leaving ice cream on a counter. It's melting every single day. And what's crazy is the advice actually makes sense, but there's a better way. This is what inflation actually does to your financial life. It makes yesterday's wisdom today's mistake. Your parents could have bought a house for $85,000 and pay it off in 15 to 20 years. You're looking at a $500,000 house today. Their college tuition was $3,000 a year. Today, it's more like $30,000 a year. The game has changed, but most people are still playing by the old rules. If you're counting on a pension or fixed annuity in retirement, you're locked into yesterday's dollars while everything around you gets more expensive. So here's what happens next. I'm not thinking of savings as something that sits still. I reposition that cash into assets that move with inflation. Now, when prices go up, so does my wealth. I'm not fighting inflation anymore. I'm participating in a way that benefits my goals. Parents gave you the best advice they had, but the economy they lived in doesn't exist the same way today. And if you're still playing by version 2.0 rules, it's time to move to 3.0 and not lose purchasing power each year. I'm Andre, and if you're ready to update your strategy for the world we actually live in, use the calculator on my website at asmallinvestment.com/resources.